I'm building mine anyway. Unless they're... Let's see. Yeah, the one they're doing is the one that's internal to the city, so this one should be separate. 2 rounds, 2 rounds. Ouch. For some reason I had in my head this was 1 round. 200 of my precious IP. Arg. Arg. Nah, must wait. Must wait. Patience. Patience. I need that IP in case I have to run an expensive road out to these ruins to drop another recycle center. So we're gonna wait. Must have patience. So I think we're all set for this round. Gonna keep saving up. Yeah, air assets are planned out or blocked out for a potential update to the game or expansion for the game at a later time, but it definitely won't be in the current release. Will be coming out. Air and naval are both things that are being considered. Okay, MapX counts with recon 367, higher than our promised. I don't remember promising that. Yes! 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 And oh, we discovered the automatic rifle. And motorbike imagery. Man, now they're really going to town. Okay, well, nobody declared war. they recovered from their 0 strength state. No change up north. No obvious change here. I don't think I'm going to pursue wrapping around this polar ice cap. Really don't want to run a road down there, so we're going to go ahead and we'll slow walk our way over here. Oh, see? 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 And it's not power generation. It's population happiness. Hey there, hot baths. Population happiness +1. And it is not a power, yay, and it's hiding on the exact bottom edge of the map. So we might get enough supply from being in this position. I think that might be close enough for this particular unit to re-up, and then hopefully we can come down 1. I want to fill all of it in if I can, so here and here we'll at least fill to here. Capture that, keep working. He's got a ways to go though. Hey, we got full supply here? How the hell do they have full supply way the hell out here? From here? show me that route. Yeah, I guess he did. Huh. Did you just not ask for anything? You didn't need ammo. I don't know. Is he living off the land? What? Because it says only 40% from that space, so this has got to be even less. I don't know. I don't get that. That confuses me. My understanding is that guy should have some shortages. So we requested 100 replacements with the militia, so they did that internally with the private industry stuff. I don't have any control over that. He got none, but he got everything else. He got his food. I guess the 40% capacity went to not supplying that, and then the rest of it went to yes supplying the food. Oh, I guess that could be what happened. But however, he's showing full, so we're gonna, let's see. I think I'd rather go down and then diagonal up if I can manage it. Alright, unfortunately it's just the 1 ruins. That's definitely not, well, that might be land. I can't quite tell, but I think that's the beach line right there. So I think that's water. and we're gonna run out of this too. So that's another pretty good body of water we're wedged in between here. We might just have two big bodies of water and the south end of the map protecting us, and all of our targets are going to be north, which could be interesting. I don't think I've had a position protected like that once I got it conquered. And it's, if it would just show some resources. It's the only thing that's just wigging me out is not a single damn resource yet. Can't believe that still. All this terrain and not a single resource has been discovered. Okay, what to do with our buggy dude? We've secured the border with the north guy, the major, till he declares war. We got somebody up this way, but that's way beyond my road network right now. I should probably bring him straight south to help get this explored. Verify our status. Well, let's do that. Let's just run. Yet another. Oh, here we go again. Luxury, really? PP +1 for an ancient luxury resort down in the Arctic again. Who knew? All the stuff was down in the South Pole. What are we talking? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hex bonuses so far, and a couple of free folk encampments. So we got both of those linked in to the network, so we're getting a big power boost. This will give us an extra, one whole extra PP. Won't take long. If I can keep this guy even partially supplied, he'll be able to sweep and finish most of this off. I think I'm still going to be forced to run a road out here, even though it's only a single. I just, with no mines popping up, I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm going to have to burn the points to get to there. So I'm tempted to just finish this road right now. All right, we still got points here. Is it time to move you guys? Might be. What are you up? 87? And you're raising slow. You late to the party? Guess you were late to the party. You're the lowest. All right, we'll give you one more round. You better max out next round. I'm tired of waiting for you. So not moving, heavy hitter, moving slow. Army group, group move. It lost a point of movement because somebody's slowing us down. Crawl, I don't know. Whatever. Move the group. Who can move first? Nobody now. Oh, I have it set up. All but him, apparently. Why are you so slow? What is your major malfunction? I don't know what this guy's major malfunction is. Foot, cycling gun. Foot, cycling gun, medical team. People's hero, medical team. Are you like the only one that doesn't have a bonus? No? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Stay together. Staying where he's at. Up there. Not moving. I think that's everybody, right? Yep. Decision. I think at the moment I'm favoring any PP, get a decent build up and do the stratagem.
Yes, sir.
So we'll do that. Oh, here's a big one. Here's a big one. Automatic rifle or high velocity gun? I'm trying to think, is one of them specific to infantry and the other specific to machine guns? Or are they separate from that designation? High velocity guns for your tanks and artillery. Okay. Versus automatic rifle. Create your soldier or equip your soldiers with high velocity small arm, improved rifles. So, is there a specific one for machine guns, or do they also use the automatic rifle variant? RPGs. I'm gonna assume they use that same one, the automatic rifles, and they just get better stats or something for. All right, let's go with that one. I'd rather, I think, go with that because I don't have much in the way of mechanized or motorized at the moment. So let's go with automatic. Affirmative. All right, now the choice. So we completed the thing I was hoping to complete, which was the padded. So let's go ahead and do it for our infantry. And this is where I'm a little fuzzy. New design, 120 BP versus building on the foot design. So if I pick that, I can pick a carbine, and I can pick an enviro. All right. Well, I thought I was going to get one more confirmation screen. I guess that's what we're going with. There are specific ones for the machine guns. Yeah. All right. That's fine. Either the machine guns or the base infantry is both good. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got something with meritocracy. So, food theft in Tyrannia. Of course there is. They're angry with us because, you know, random event. Make the people angry that we just tried to make happy. Interrogate the thieves. 1d100 plus 40 versus a difficulty average of 150. So, yeah. If he rolls 1 and a 1 on 2d100s, the worst two possible numbers, then he would have a 52 difficulty. And we'd still have a chance to fail. That is a wacky number. Really wacky number. So on average, he's going to roll 100. And then, so it's average 150. I can't even meet that. So I'd have to be, that's a fairly substantial. Get the event because you don't allow food sharing. That could be true. That very well could be true. I was waiting to do that and to allow or to incorporate the city, and I think I should have done it last turn, right after I got all the happiness stuff settled out. So it's very possible this event is due specifically to that condition. I don't want to send in the troops. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't want more autocracy. We're barely maintaining our meritocracy advantage right now. But if I fail this, I almost fear worse what's going to happen if I fail this. I'm going to go for the poor chance of interrogation. It's probably the wrong call. Let's go this way. And look at all these people get happy with the autocracy. What is up with this is going to push or autocracy over top. Plus, it doesn't show you all the other information. Like I said, this is going to actually have troops involved, and there's going to be death. Do it. Copy that. 0 soldiers. Plus 40 unrest. So, this is the kind of lack of information thing that I really detest. I really, really detest it. It made no mention of any kind of a role or anything. It didn't mention anything about needing or having soldiers in place. None of it. Didn't have any of that information. So I'm having to make decisions blind and accept consequences that are total bullshit without any kind of information. God damn, I hate that. That's the kind of stuff that drives me crazy. So now we've got a boatload of unrest put on top of us because of this. I could care less about the troops that I lost that I didn't even use. We confronted them with nobody, but we had 100 of our guys get killed. Excuse me? And they stole a pack of my money, but all these yahoos are all happy. That's just silly. That's just silly. We have mass unrest. We have thieves riding in the streets. We have our treasury looted. We have troops lost. But these knuckleheads are all, oh yeah, good job. All right. That's not cool. That's the kind of events that I really hate. And it's all because I didn't have the troops sitting here. I moved the troops I had occupying out, and these guys sat next to it. If I'd had them in there, they would have been included in that group. So that's what I'm pissed off about, is it didn't mention anything about needing troops. It didn't put a number up saying, hey, you happen to have 40,000 troops sitting on the space, and it's going to have some kind of an effect on this roll you're about to make that you don't know you're going to make, because I'm not going to tell you that there's about to be a roll. Let's see. I'm gonna put a marker on that spot. I'm not sure if that button actually works, but we're gonna press that button. Come on, interface. If you're gonna screw me, come on. Do it with a little more class. Group move. Get on that stupid space. Suppress some population. If I'm gonna take the autocratic penalties, at least let me gain the benefits thereof. So, two mistakes on my part. One I take ownership of. The other one is total crap. I should have made a change here last turn. So, allow emergency food. And I'm going to turn that off. Just hire and fire whoever you want. Let's move up our money again. Even though I need to stop, because now I've burned all of my the bonus I had set up. I'll try to maintain this for another round, but I might have to get rid of this too. And I think we're going to go ahead and switch to a regular zone. Look at that. Look at that. we had it under control. If I only had flipped this earlier. So I'll take ownership of this one. That was me forgetting something I had said I was going to do and I had planned to do, and then I forgot to do. We'll leave that alone. But I really don't like that event. That kind of event. Where they don't even mention that you're going to get some kind of a roll or some kind of a consequence because of things you don't have. Alright. Oh, it's per turn. I know it's per turn. I did that specifically to get a massive boost of happiness. To bootstrap these guys up. So, I know it's a ton. I'm planning on reducing it, but as soon as I do, they're going to get mad at me again. So, I'm trying to stave that off. But we'll reset it again. Did they improve the game since you last tried? Nope. Nope. I just improved my attitude. You know. Just decided to embrace the suck. Just decided to live with the parts that I really don't like and see if I can work my way around them a little more. Oh no, that's an example of grumpy Vorm right there. That makes me grumpy. I don't like that kind of stuff. It has no problem telling me about all sorts of other information in those challenge event boxes, but I don't like it when they pull that kind of crap. So I still got plenty of things I'm not happy about, but like I said, I've learned to kind of shrug some of them off. I've gotten enough practice at the game on an offline game that I'm a lot more comfortable about just dealing with and or ignoring certain things, and hoping that as the game progresses, the things that are really rubbing on me will not have as large of an effect. So I have interface issues like exactly that situation. I don't like random wild swings of happiness, values, and cities, of being handed Galactic Republic troops with thousands of firepower that your units only have 10 firepower, not 10,000. You have 10 firepower, and you're handed a unit that has 1,000 firepower. Those wild swings of random are just, they really don't sit well with me, and I wish they weren't of that magnitude. Have them, keep them for flavor, keep them for all that stuff, but dial them down by 900% in their effects in game, and I'd be a happy camper. Then it's just fixing and figuring out some UI information and some of that kind of nonsense where it's inconsistent in how it's presenting the information and the consequences that are going to result thereof. So, but yeah. So I want to play it. I want to love the game. It's got a lot of stuff I really, really like, and I'm really hoping I can push past the things that are still concerning me. What next? What crazy thing have I forgotten next that's going to get me in trouble? We've done all the exploration we can do. I'm still holding out on the road network. I've lost track now. Are we... We are not building a thing. I'm not building. They're not building. Transport hub. Recycling center's done. Transport hub's going up and going to be done pretty quick. That'll help. Oh, that's 5 back. Let's try this again. I wanted to put...
Copy that.
Barely made it. We got him in there. How we doing? Just the one? Just the one. Yeah, I still don't have a good opinion. I don't have enough information and practice against the real opponents in the game, which is these majors. All this other stuff that you've seen me fighting so far has all been the fluff, the initial annoyance dangers. The random critters, the miners, those are all fluff. The real fights and the things that I'm curious about that I haven't encountered yet is I haven't yet gotten into a full-on brawl with a major. That's the thing I'm most hoping to try to do in this particular playthrough, because I don't have an opinion on the adeptness of the AI when I'm just beating up minor punching bags and beating up random wandering monsters. So those aren't really fair fights, and I don't know what constraints they're under and so on for how they behave. But I want to see what the AI does here. I have no idea how good or bad the AI is in nitty-gritty tactical engagements and how well it manages troops, and does it focus troops, does it try to flank, does it try to roll the flank. I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff yet. So that's what I'm really hoping to accomplish with this particular map and this playthrough. Is I want a good meaty brawl with a major, even if it's just me sucker punching this guy. I want to see how he responds to it, and if he does it in anything remotely like an intelligent manner. Because if he's going to let me camp vast armies 2 spaces from his capital and not bring any reinforcements back, or if that's his entire army and there's nothing happening out there, they're all just sitting right here, then I got major issues, and I wouldn't be able to continue playing because there would be no point. So I really want to get into a good old messy fight with a major. And I've seen a few from the videos from DOS Tactic and from Tortuga. And the AI, I didn't actually watch them in extreme detail or depth, but I've seen them having fights with AI. So I'm assuming that it's gonna respond, and hopefully we have a good fight and I get my ass kicked fairly, preferably, not just, oh, here comes the 8 Galactic Republic super troops that he's managed to get handed to him randomly as the game has progressed, and all these other troops we've been managing are irrelevant. I hope it doesn't come down to that, because that would also annoy me to no end. But yeah, we'll see. All right, staying. Yeah, staying. Moved. I don't think I want to commit to anything. I'm just going to keep stacking up points for now. Everything I want to do is pretty expensive for the next step I'm going to take with them. Yeah. All right. Let's just hit this button, and I'll know exactly where I'm at in the stages here. I think the only issue I've gotten so far with this run, it was a little surprising to find the major on my first turn. His Empire Capital's what, 8 hexes for mine, 10 hexes for mine, whatever. So we found him on the first turn, which annoys me. I think the placement of enemies and arrangement of cities and such on the map is totally random, literally. I think the world is generated in an interesting and scientific fashion with the vast array of information and numbers in regards to planetary evolution factors and hydrography and environment and all that. That's all interesting from a technical standpoint and kind of an RP theme standpoint. But what I care about, I'm a nuts and bolts wargamer guy. I want to know the actual in-game effects to me. So what I care about is city placement, and it feels totally random. I mean, probably there's some restrictor where you can't have 2 capitals next to each other. I don't think I've ever seen any closer than 6 or 8 hexes. But I've had one game where I started and I had like 4 capitals within, all of them within like 8 spaces of me, 8 to 10 spaces. And the player has no control over how many regimes are in the game. You pick a size of a world and then you go. You don't. Am I going to have 8 majors and 40 minors? Am I going to have 1 major? I don't know. And it's random. It's not the same every time. And then it doesn't seem like there's any consideration for placement in regards to making a start that is playable for the player. It just seems totally random. Random map gen and random city locations, and then when you hit go, you're just dropped onto a random city without it actually making any considerations for where other cities are, trying to spread the majors out so we're not right on top of each other, without regard for resource placement. Because I've been starved of resources quite a few times where no ruins, no metal, no nothing, and you can't really do much, especially if you're locked into a mountainous area where a single road across one single space costs you 400 industrial points. Those are just absolute no-win situations immediately, and I don't like it when a situation occurs where I have to hit the reroll button 5, 6, 10 times just to get a map to generate that I think will work. Then I have to roll another random lottery to see if the city placements don't screw me. Then another random lottery to see if the resource generation doesn't just totally screw me. Because each time one of those happens, I have to back up to the beginning of the process and go all the way through the setup again. I wish there was a little more, and I could be wrong about some of this, so realize I'm not an expert. But that's the way it seems and feels to me so far from the results that I've actually gotten in game. Not a lot of fun when you start your game and you spend 10 minutes re-rolling worlds to get a nice mix of terrain types. Then you land on the planet and you're in the far north with nobody anywhere remotely nearby you that you can have fun with or take over. You're in the middle of a mountain range where every single space takes a road, costs 400 points, and you have no resources, and the game has decided to spawn 2 Marauder faction units directly adjacent to your capital who attack you before you even get into the game. Literally, I had that happen. I mean, I pressed start, I typed in my name and my capital, and when it said turn 1 begins, I had the message, you killed 300 troops. So, I mean, I'm not even in the game yet, and I'm already being attacked by 80 units, 80 strength of Marauder units. So, things like that. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of accommodation for making sure that the starting conditions are somewhat not fair. I don't need fair. I don't care about that distinction or that term. It's not chess where you've got an exact set of moves and everybody needs to be in a MOBA where everybody needs exactly equal starting conditions. That I don't need, but some kind of accommodation for an actual playable start would be nice. Otherwise, you're just really wasting my time. I mean, if I spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it's too many minutes for me to be rolling random planets until I get one that's not 99% flat plains like a bowling ball with no terrain variety of any kind. I don't want to play on that kind of world. I'd like to be able to say, hey, give me don't show me a map unless it has within these parameters, like 60% plain, 20% mountain, 20% forest, and then give me anything within those parameters and I'd be a happy camper. But no, I got to keep hitting reroll, 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 reroll. Oh, okay. Then I got to see if I get a good city placement. Then I got to hope that I didn't get stuck in a mountain range I can't get out of, or have 80 units of rampaging marauders right next to me. And if any of those happen, it's back to the beginning of the process. So I don't like that. It's wasting the player's time. So there should be a way of putting in some kind of controls to try to minimize that kind of tedious nonsense. That's part of my whole issue is just random, random, random. Everything's so much random. And some of the things that are random are so vastly, overwhelmingly strong of a random effect that I feel like I lose all player agency. My decisions mean nothing. I'll just wait until you hand me a 500 strength Galactic Republic infantry unit and I'll go smash cities with it. Why should I bother micromanaging and trying to keep all these little tiny details in place to make sure my troops that are in the field are fed and hydrated and happy and all that, when I'll just wait until you hand me some massive thing, or I'll wait for the enemy to show up with his massive thing you've handed him, and none of my decisions really made any effect. That's my only issue. That's not my only issue. That's my major issues. This the scope of the random, and some interface niggles. I can live with the interface niggles. That's just information presentation, and that kind of stuff can be fixed or so on. But there's some pretty large-scale decisions baked into this so far that I really just have a hard time with. Just solely given the fact that so much other just wonderful detail and complex system interactions and I mean, you can drill down and drill down and drill down and see how all this stuff works and all these various things are connected to each other. That's all awesome and I love it. I love it so much. I'm willing to put up so far with this amazing amount of, to me, really annoying randomness that just really kills it. So I just get really frustrated because I want to love it so much and what it's trying to accomplish that it just feels like it's just a waste of effort every time one of those really, really randomly huge things happens. All right, another diatribe. I've had that speech a few times now, but that's my feelings. I'm sticking to them. So far, I haven't seen anything that's changed my mind on a lot of it. I've just gotten a little bit more of a thick skin and trying to push past that kind of stuff so I can get to the good stuff. That it's just very temptingly, tantalizingly over the horizon of how much I've played so far. I think the nirvana of my grognard wargamer happiness, it's in there somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get to the juicy center of that strategic Tootsie Pop so I can take a nice healthy bite without biting my tongue and grinding my teeth. So those are new. Defense. I don't have a lot of skill with these tactic things either. These I forget what they call them. It's not formation. It's there's a term for it, but I forget. And non-aggression pact. All right, we'll think about that. Low treasury. How did I get a low treasury? I can't imagine how we've got a low treasury. Thanks for the warning. Oh, decision time. Militia learns from experience. And now, of course, I have low treasury. We haven't seen one of these messages. I've been banking, what, 12 to 1400 for how long? The turn that I don't have money, I get decisions that need money. Copy that. I don't know. I feel picked on sometimes, and I know that's confirmation bias. All right, we'll pick that one. National budget time. Let's see. So, national budget time. I've been pumping a lot of money into the Economic Council and specifically the prospecting, and I have gotten zero. Not a single damn result from all that money I pumped into prospecting on turn 14 so far. 13 turns in. So how do we split this up? I think I might just leave it pretty close to what it is, not fiddle with anything so I don't make anybody mad. Yeah, let's just leave it. Motion that the BP production reach 215. I would love to have BP. Look at that. We went from what? We're up to 189. It's a big deal. It's a big number compared to we started out like 50. 189 to 215. That's like one building or one event type of thing. So I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's go ahead and do that.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay. And a policy speech. What are you guys giving me this time? The good old fist. You love to give me the fist. This is the one I actually want that is being depressed by the overwhelming prevalence of the fist. And that's the other one I would really love. Private assets to at least 17. Bureaucratic assets. See, this ties into what I just promised. So I think we might go with this one. And then try to manage to get that last bureaucratic bump. Satisfy both. Let's do that one. Alright, decisions. What's going on out here? No movement down here, so no random guys have been screaming at me out of the subarctic. No movement at all, I don't think, in the areas that I can see. Alright. 589, and we're still only at 446. That stupid this stupid industry thing that I want to make is just so hideously expensive on metal. Industry. 500 metal for 3 rounds each. 1,500 metal. We've scratched and clawed our way to 1/3 of what we need. Assets. Who's working on what? Nobody's working on nothing. About over in this one. They finished up the transport hub construction, so it'll go into play next round. Otherwise, I got nothing on the burner. So clean slate for us with what we've currently got hanging out. All right, let's look at something else. So high and extremely high. I do need to talk to both my governors. We're gonna make some people unhappy because let's just get it done. All right. I want my credits back. I can't afford you. Sorry. Let's dial this down as well. Drop it way back to 1,000. Really all I can do here. I want to. We're at 98 on worker happiness. All right, let's pay them a little less. It'll drop, but I got room for it to drop. We'll save a little money there. All right. Jesus. A little bit. Ouch. How about a whole hell of a lot of it? All right, that was a lot more significant than I figured it would be. Dropped us to 70 from 98. Oof. All right, I still haven't gotten used to just how impactful that decision is. She's happiness 81. We got raising populations. The main population incorporation is going well. Free folk are coming in. We're not getting any current gain trend on population or worker happiness here, so this is going to be really painful. I'm worried this might set me back too far.
Copy that.
Because they're really not going to like that. They're really not going to like that. Try to compensate. We'll take that away, but we'll give that. Population is probably going to get pissed. The workers will still hopefully be okay with it. Not recruiting, I'm not colonizing. I'm not going to do any of that. We're allowing food, and we are now we're part of a regular zone. Yeah, I don't know how much of that not reporting of info is intentional. If there's some kind of a plan regarding when it does and does not specifically give that kind of information, or if it's just user interface oversight, just something that got missed. I don't know which camp some of those things fall into. I don't know if they're intentional design decision or if they're just falling through the cracks and haven't been addressed yet and hopefully will get fixed. I don't know which. So worker happiness went up. I'm going to assume population happiness is going to go down without all that money. But hopefully, with those changes, we come back into a positive cash flow. What could I sell if I had to? These aren't really worth much. We go to trade and we try to sell. I can sell some fuel. I don't want to because we're going to soon start getting into things that are going to need fuel. Definitely can't afford to sell metal. Oh, I haven't been selling food. Look at our food. All right, we finished up another couple of my personal, or the private one and the public food upgrades, so we've got quite the surplus going on. 0.47, that actually seems like a pretty good price. Let's not sell it all though. Let's sell 600 worth, 600 credit, or 590, whatever. There we go. 1200 out of my 20. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. That was more than I thought we would be able to get for the food in a larger quantity. I don't think we need to sell anything else. So that gets us back to a fairly comfortable number. Make sure we don't run a deficit. We got food coming in. I'm not worried about water yet, although it's getting a little closer. Yeah, decision time, decision time. I'm going to have to pull the trigger pretty soon on roads, and let's get this done first. This is the next important thing. I need to capture... Really? Oh, he's out of supply completely. I forgot about that. He's about to starve. I think I do have to pull the trigger on the road network. I don't think I can wait any longer. I need to get this this next recycling center up since the game just refuses to give me a metal mine of any kind. So let's go construct road, dirt road. And where exactly am I going to bring this out? Straight through? I don't think I have any option but to punch it through this heavy forest. It would cost more to go around. So I think it's just straight towards it. And hopefully that distance is going to be enough to get him some supplies next round. And I'll also probably build a road straight out that way at some point. So, yeah, let's do that. So next round, that'll be available to help deliver supplies to him. So keep rolling you. You're blue, so you are getting at least some supplies. Need to capture the baths. Get the bonus. Oh, look at that! You sons of bitches! You keep hiding the good stuff in little tiny places I don't want to send roads to. I don't want to send a road all the way down there. I guess that's not too bad given the distances I'm covering and all that. But, I mean, if I'm wedged in down here by myself, if there's never going to be any opponents down here, I don't need the road for infrastructure or anything. I guess I can hope that the private economy pops a road in and tries to build a recycling center there eventually, so they pay for it all. That could happen if they get their other needs under control. All right. No. No, I probably can't. It would probably have to go around. Yeah, you're correct. It's not going to go straight through. I could get to here. I was hoping to bring him straight south, but I could bring him over to here to fill it in. Probably should. Otherwise, these guys are going to get pretty hammered. They're out of food entirely, so starvation is the next step. All right, let's be generous. Be nice to. Oh, see, see. See? I was wondering about that. Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. You guys are just going to end up starving. If I get to here, he just has to trace that, but he's likely to get attacked. Yeah, get him in there anyway. I can't get him to join him. Alright, well, there's going to be consequences there. Now, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have to bring this group over just to deal with this. These militia units aren't going to be able to. And I can't have this back here with the with the thing I'm trying to make, the recycling. Alright, I think next round we'll probably bring him up, get this stuff filled in, get him a little closer back to resupply, and then we'll have to make one final push, get the rest of this uncovered. I won't be able to get to that for a while. So, alright, not in a hurry there. Hey guys, guess what? You are needed. Let's do a group move. On down the road. I love it. They're not even going to use the road. it's cheaper to go that way, is it? 100 action points to get to there versus 25, 50. I guess it's the same. I don't think the road's actually providing any kind of an advantage because the terrain is just flat grasslands. So, whatever. More power to you. Go get those guys. Now that I've moved them off of Tyrannia, watch. In between next round, unrest event. Because you don't have any troops stationed here. Let's do this. Let's get this guy moving back. I think it's more important to have at least some militia sitting in here. So, next up. Yep, big guns. Yeah. And still not going to move any of these guys. Happy with where they're at. That's everybody. No more movement. So we've got almost 500 IP points. We burned a road as far as we could. Gonna hopefully, it's gonna take us multiple turns to get down there, deal with this guy in this heavy terrain. So hopefully we don't need these guys in the short term. If we do, it's going to take forever because I'm going to end up having to strategic move them via the network all the way back to wherever they're needed. That's going to trash their readiness. So then they'll have to sit for several turns. Then they'll be sort of available. Lovely. How's our speaking network? Yeah, that just doesn't look good. Too much red and too much yellow and black. I don't like that. Do still cannot build the government building I want. Could can I open contact with that guy? Not that I plan to right now. Yeah, apparently I could. Without both my army groups and a new one raised, there's no way I'm going after Major. So at a minimum, we're delayed for another 6 turns. It's going to take me 1, 2, maybe 3 to get in position. Get the road connected again. 1 to kill it, and get them out again. Yeah, we're way delayed. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to go after the major right now. So I'm probably just gonna keep moving this army group up this way, and we'll see if we can take these guys out. Incorporate that section before we mess with the major. Don't think I can do it. Stuff's too spread out. And I need to do infrastructure upgrades more than anything else right now. About training. What can we do? More food. No difference there. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's a different city. I can do another bureaucratic office. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I forgot about that. 1 round. 100 and 200. Get me another 50 BP. Speed this process up. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it.
Copy that.
Alright, I'm also curious if our cash flow settles out. These guys stay happy enough not to cause me problems. Alright. Is that it? I get any other fun ones? I'm gonna wait on that. Oh yeah, forgot about that. So we could do a fat merchant. We could put a casino into the new city. Again, raise their happiness and get some income into the private economy so they can start building infrastructure faster. I'm not going to do this guy. His main advantage is that he doesn't require supply, so you can march him wherever you want him. He's not particularly powerful in any way, and he has very terrible line of sight. He only really uncovers the spaces he steps in. He's not terribly fast, so his pretty much his only benefit is he doesn't require any supply, so you can have him marching along outside of your supply line. Oh yeah, this is the casino. And then the treasure hoard. Metals, rare metals, and fuel. I don't need fuel right now. I don't need rare metals right now. I do need metals, but I need it in such an amount that even doesn't really make a dent. So I think I'm going to do fat merchant in the new place. Let them get the casino. I could put it on the original one. I think I'm level 1 casino in the first one. It would upgrade it to 2. Let's actually go look at that. Assets. Casino in here? Yeah. So it's got a level 1 casino already. That card would upgrade it. It would double the entertainment quality of life, which is important. And it would also pump some money into the economy. I think I'd rather have it in. So, strat, target, selected, on in.
Copy that.
Alright, influx of people, attracted private investment, 600 credits into the economy. That'll help them get their next building done. More happiness. And like I said, that's not going to be effective enough. I don't care about that one. I think I might do this one now, though. We're up to 79. It's been a while. Our executive has gotten a little better, so our rolls are higher. We're up to actually a, 35% chance? Theoretically? So I'm gonna give it a try. The old zone or the new zone, actually? I'm worried the old zone just doesn't have anything. I'm gonna try the new zone. Alright, here we go. So 125 difficulty. I can roll up to a 160 if I max it out and get 100 on the D100. But I need a little better than half at least in order to make it. So we'll
Copy that.
Nope. Only rolled a 102. Damn it. So we rolled a 42. That don't do it. Goodbye, all that wonderful PP. All done. I've got my one and only guy already helping somebody out, and not on those kinds of rolls. All right, want to check next round what my cash flow looks like. Got the BP office going in. We'll finish construction next round and then start producing around after. So we won't see the big budgetary increase until. Let's go. See what happens. I'm really surprised we haven't seen any movement to the north. None whatsoever. Uh-oh. We killed 100, we lost 100. That would be that guy I discovered over to the east. He probably picked on my out of supply guy. Alright. Research made it to 3rd level. That's what we promised, so our word score has gone up. Oh, we finished it. Foot 2. The model's done. New development of model complete. Oh, that's big. That's big. Now we get to play with new stuff. 7 more machinery secured. And another spy. Alright, yeah, I know, I'm doing that. Thanks for the reminder. I already did it. 862. Wasn't I at like 6 something? Am I making that much money? Reports? Treasury. What's this look? Yeah, look at that. 487 revenue, 293 expense. That's pretty good for this stage of the game in my personal experience to date. And I don't think I had any special events going on. Some of that is we sold water. We had extra water, so we did forced sales. We dumped water onto the open market, got some credits. A couple of ways. So that might represent a large part of this, actually. So this may not hold, depending on if forcing sales to water is continuing. But otherwise, it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with that. What do we got? Motion at the autocracy. You guys. You bunch of jokers. Good old Reformist League. I got it so close. It's so close. I need this number bigger than this number to get what I want. Screw you. All right. Do we want to start on a different model design? Yeah, let's start working on the machine gunners now. I'm gonna say brand new machine gun and admired suit. Best of the best. All right, decisions. What do we get? So I think this was, yeah, this is where we got hit. We got some supply though. Look at that. It got some supply. Let's take a look. Yep. All right. So he managed to get a little tiny bit of supply in him. Food. He got his food, so that's good. Didn't need units. Didn't need any ammo refresh. So yeah, he got basically fully supplied. Cool. Good job, Road. Good job. You done well. Just to double check, we go to the history tab here and we scroll this forward. Oh, he went after my other unit. Really? I didn't even notice. So he hit the militia motorized regiment or brigade, and he backed me up. He made me retreat. Holy crap! 2400 rifle militia he used, and he backed me up. Huh? All right. Well, I guess to be fair, that's a pretty strong unit. I'll take that. So he forced a retreat from me, but we're going to change that situation. Not this turn, but next turn. One group move, am I? Get any farther with individual move? No, they've all equalized. All right, group move. Come on now. Oh, see, now it says we can move again. But should I? Probably should. From here, I'd have a choice of terrain to move into. May want to pull this guy back. Hope he comes towards me, and then we can do the envelop. I've got 6 units in the group, plus 2 nearby to help out with the encirclement. So we got plenty of troops to do an encirclement. I should have enough power in these guys, especially if we can get them upgraded before the fight occurs. That'll be exciting.